Hello everyone, this is Pat with the Angel Divination YouTube channel with our daily oracle card reading and message for the 12th of February 2013. Now today's reading I'm going to be dedicating to a very special person in my life, and that is my mother. It would have been her 80-somethingth birthday today. I'm not sure which one. But she is in spirit, so I am shouting out a happy birthday to you, Mom, for what would have been your, like I said, your 80-something birthday. And miss you very much. Love you. And for today's reading, in her memory, I'm going to be calling upon the Mary, Queen of Angels Oracle card deck. I know she prayed to Mother Mary quite often, as she was a Irish Catholic, and perhaps many times on my behalf, calling in Mother Mary for my protection as I grew up. But and also maybe the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck. So in honor of her today, I'm going to be calling on these decks for their messages. So let's see what they have to say to us today. I call upon Mother Mary, Queen of the Angels, for your blessings and messages for the YouTube community today. What would you like us to know? Okay, so there's one that's dropped out. Actually, there's a couple here. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, one of the first ones that's come out is honesty, and it says, I'm in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. So this has to do with being honest with yourself. And then also, being honest and truthful with someone else, which starts with being honest with yourself first. Yesterday's messages, it's interesting that this comes on the heels of yesterday's messages, which had to do with blessed change coming in, and that sometimes that change is a bit challenging for us. As we get organized around it, and it brings up areas for us that we need to change in order to move forward with our life in certain ways. And one of those challenges sometimes is being honest with ourselves and being able to be honest with other people in a loving way, in a way that's truthful, but lovingly communicates our feelings about something. And, with working with the angels, one of the things that the angels bring to us is that element of truthfulness. We can always ask the angels and the saints, as in Mother Mary, to show us the truth about ourselves and other people. And because the angels and the divinities that we call on are very truthful. They're not harsh, they're not unkind, they are loving and gentle, but they are also truthful. They won't coddle you, and they're not going to tell you something just because it's what you want to hear. It's our ego that does that. And so they help us to be honest with ourselves and honest with other people. And if we are stepping into positions of leadership, or deciding to, or being the leader in our own life and deciding to pursue our true honest desires and our dreams, then it means being honest with ourselves and other people first. So that's part of what this card's message is for today. And it might have to be examining your honest feelings about being a mother, or that you'd like to be one, or just being honest with the people in your life. Okay, it sometimes indicates that there's a feeling or something that you're not acknowledging, or an aspect of your life or your job, what have you, that you're unhappy with, that you're not acknowledging. So be willing to be honest with yourself and the people in your life about what's true for you. Okay? And the other card that came out right along with it is grace. It says, I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. All right? And to me, that's sort of the result of the endeavor of being honest with yourself and others is that grace comes about because of it. It's about getting into doing what you need to do to get into that brings in a space of grace. Grace is that wonderful place, to me, as it comes to my awareness. It's that space that we're in where we feel very confident in ourselves, but it's in a loving way. It has this it's about being comfortable and feeling right with who you are. And yet it's so much more than that as well. Grace is definitely a divinely inspired sort of element that comes into our lives. And I feel like it's the outcome of the honesty as I look at these cards. And, she's, in this image as I look at it, she's sort of, she's reading a book, or maybe it's a journal of her own, as she looks back on her previous experiences that she's written about. And, that sometimes happens as we look back upon our lives. We can, as we look back and see how we've moved through different changes and phases of our life, we can see how, how the difficulties have taught us certain things. We can look back and see where we chose to be loving and truthful, and how that brought, grace into our lives, and through the different changes that we had to make. So, it also has to do a great deal with integrity, living from a more integrous place. Living your truth is about living with integrity. So, as we look at the changes that come in this week, it has to do with a lot of inner changes. And, grace is coming through here. So let's see what these saints and angels, there's a couple that flipped out here too. And they're very much in alignment with what we've already, Speak Your Truth from Saint Bernadette, okay? So again, this relates to the honesty card, about being honest with yourself and others and being willing to speak your truth to them. And again, right on the heels of that is the peaceful card, which again is very synchronistic with the grace card. So even though we pulled from two different decks today, the same messages have spilled out, okay? That peacefulness comes, grace comes when we are willing to be honest with ourselves and truthful with ourselves and speak up about that. So it certainly seems that that's part of the changes that are coming in, okay? And I do feel like this very much has to do with stepping into roles of leadership and being a leader in our own life and deciding to make these changes. As we become a leader, it's important that we learn new skills and qualities that help us step into that role. And one of them is about how to speak up and be honest with ourselves and other people. So, wow, okay. Well, those are our messages for today. I hope they resonate with you. Thank you to everyone who left such wonderful, beautiful comments yesterday. I really do appreciate all the feedback that you provided. And thank you to all the new subscribers and viewers that jumped in and joined the channel. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. I hope you have a lovely Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely day.